Hello everyone and welcome back to Uprising AI, and today we have a very different kind of video for you. Today we have a tutorial on the latest feature of Midjourney, which is the Inpainting feature. Midjourney had everything it had to offer minus this one feature that gave Stable Diffusion a slight edge over Midjourney. And now finally we have the option to do Inpainting with the images that we make on Midjourney using this new feature. So here's a quick tutorial on how you can master this tool and create even more fascinating images than before. So now let's upscale this image. Now, as you can see, initially we had two options. Once we upscaled an image to a particular image, it was very subtle and very strong. But now, as you can see, there's a third option which says vary region. This is what the Inpainting feature offers. You can basically now vary particular regions of your image as per your liking. So once we click this vary region option, as you can see, a box pops up. It shows you two options on the bottom left corner, which is using a rectangular tool or a lasso tool. Using these two tools, you can make selections inside your image that you can then change using the prompt option at the bottom of the page. So let's start by using this lasso tool. Using this can be a little tricky and finicky, but we will start with it. So let's select this eye region of the man and give the prompt to Midjourney to turn his eyes into blue eyes. And now let's see what Midjourney comes up with. Okay, so we have our results with us. Midjourney has turned the man's eyes into blue eyes. As you can see, we can still say it's not foolproof, but you can certainly see that the eyes have been turned into blue, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be an amazing feature on Midjourney. But we have to understand that every time a new feature comes out, we have to take it with a pinch of salt, that there's still room for improvement. And as for the first prompt that we've tried, I think it looks amazing. So let's just upscale this image and take a closer look at the image. So as you can see, the eyes have definitely been turned into blue, but I feel that blue could have been more prominent. So right now we just changed one single feature of this man, but now let's try something more and let's just change the man itself. So let's go back to the vary region option. Now choose the rectangular tool. We'll select the man. Okay, I think we need to select the whole selection. So we'll do undo. We'll select the whole region. And now just change the prompt from hyper-realistic image of a man to woman with blue eyes sitting on the bar table. And let's see what the results are. So here are the results, guys, and as you can see, the man has now been turned into a woman. And if I were to be honest with you, I like the images. The images look strikingly amazing, especially the second one. It just gives you a very natural feel to the image, and as you can see, the background has remained the same, except for the part that had been selected, which has been altered a little bit. But as you can see in two images, even that is almost the same. There's one thing that I've noticed with Midjourney is that if you choose to prompt any color, even if it's blue eyes, it will try to make as many elements blue as possible. And as you can see in this image, the woman has ended up wearing a blue denim jacket. So now let's upscale this image and see what we can do with it. So as you can see, the image definitely looks amazing, clean and natural. But actually, before experimenting, I would like to shed some light on the settings that you need to have while making all these images. We do /settings, and as you can see, there are two variation modes, low variation and high variation. Using these two modes, you can have different types of results. And as you can see in the first prompt that we just did, on low variation mode, the images are quite similar. So let's switch to high variation mode now. Go back to our image. Click on vary region. Of course, you can change it as many times as you want, but the best part is when you click on vary region again, as you can see, the masked area remains masked, so you don't have to repeat the process. So now, using the same masking that we used before, let's use the same prompt, and this time on a high variation mode, and let's see the kind of results we can expect this time. So here are the new results, guys. This is what it has turned up on a high variation mode, and as you can see, the images are now definitely more different than the first four images that we had. And I'll be very honest, I'm pretty impressed with the feature so far. It has done an amazing job, and I'm pretty sure that Midjourney will be making more improvements to it as more time passes. And for the start, I think it's a welcome change. So now I think I will go with the second image. I really like it. So let's upscale the second image and let's see what we can do with it. How about adding some accessories to this face? So now we open the image and wow, it's actually pretty decent. I think we should try adding some spectacles maybe. So let's go to vary region again, and this time we will select the square tool, the rectangle tool. We select the region of the eyes. This one was pretty easy compared to the lasso tool. Change the prompt to a hyper realistic image of a woman wearing spectacles, and I hope I spelled that right. And press send. Let's see what results we can expect this time. And there you have it, guys. We have our fresh new results with the spectacles, or should I say with and without. As you can see, this tool is currently not foolproof. There are certain issues with it. There will be times when you come up with changes that you expected but did not show up. So this is one of those examples, but the two images that it has managed to give the spectacles on, they're pretty decent. They look very accurate, very real, fit naturally. And I really think that this is a fresh start. So let's upscale the third image and take a closer look at it. And there you have it, guys. I really think this image is amazing. The specs fit perfectly on the face. Let's compare it to the first one where the face is also a little different, and I think I prefer the face on the second one. It looks strikingly beautiful. It looks very clean, very neat. Two parameters I would like to touch upon are the chaos parameter and the stylize parameter, which will make a lot of difference when you're going to make these in paintings, because they can allow you to get a very wide variety of results as expected otherwise. So let's go with a chaos value of 80 and a stylized value of 500, and then let's see the kind of results we get. I'm pretty sure that the results we get this time will be very unique and very different compared to the first ones that we got there. So let's wait and see. And as you can see, guys, this time the results are really fascinating. The first image very stylish, very simple. The second image with big beautiful eyes, and the third one it's turned her into an Asian person, but I don't see the spectacles. The fourth one is a normal one, and as we've already discovered, still not foolproof. Need to take it with a pinch of salt, but overall I really like these images, especially the second one. So we'll go and upscale this second image, and in the meantime, while it's upscaling the image, let's have a look at a journey so far. Started with a man, turned it into a woman. The woman got changed again, and then we put on some spectacles, and now we have a very beautiful version of this image. I really like it, guys. One very important setting that I would like to mention is the remix setting. So go to /settings, and then as you can see, there's the remix button. So what this basically does is that every time you vary an image or every time you give a reprompt, it allows you to alter your image. If this is turned off, you cannot do that. So let's show you what happens if we turn off the remix mode. We turn it off, we go back to vary region. And now, as you can see, the text box that was showing below the image that allowed you to change the image according to your preference is no more there. So now let's try experimenting without it. Let's just select this woman, and I've beautifully managed to miss the top of her head. So let's make sure that we select it properly. Now that we've selected it, let's press submit, and now let's see that what Midjourney creates without us telling it what to do. So as you can see, guys, here are your results without using the remix mode. Midjourney has decided to do its own thing, and I'd say the images are a hit and a miss. The top two images, they do actually make sense. It's a woman sitting on a bar table enjoying her drink. Not the first one actually. The bottom two images, although they look a little weird, a random woman sitting in front of the table, and it does not match the vibe of the whole image, but all in all, pretty decent, I'd say. So my recommendation to everyone would be that you keep the remix mode on at all times, irrespective of the fact if you want to give it a custom prompt or not, because this at least allows you to give it in case you want to. So let's move on. So as we've seen, this is a new feature, of course. So one question that comes up, can you use the in-painting options on images that you've created beforehand? So here's an example. I created a Pixar human character, and as you can see, there are only two vary options, very strong and very subtle, as this image was made before this update. But the good news is you can actually. So you go to the add reaction, you react with the normal envelope emoji, the first one that you can see, just react with it. It'll show that you've reacted with the envelope emoji, and jump to the present, go down. So Midjourney has now sent you some details, and here's a job ID. Just copy this job ID first, and then go to your chat, just put /show job ID. Now that this prompt is there, just enter the job ID, press enter, and let's wait. So there you have it. Now Midjourney has upscaled this image as if this was a first time upscale, and now you can see the vary region option is present on this image as well. So this is how you can use the in-painting feature on images that you created before this update came out. Okay, so let's try to have some fun, guys. We've already tried the basic changes that we could have done. We turned a man into a woman, changed the eye color, added some spectacles, had some variations of the women as well. But this time we'll try to do something bizarre. Let's see what Midjourney can do when we ask it to do something more bizarre. So let's go back to vary region. And this time I'll undo this selection first. We will make a new selection. We'll select the face of the lady. And here's the selection. And as you can see, I have managed to miss the top of her head again. So we will select it properly. And now the prompt that we're going to give it is going to be a hyper-realistic image of a lion. And with that, I don't think we need the rest of the prompt. So let's just remove the blue eyes and the spectacles. Let's just see. I think this is going to be fantastic. Have a look at this, guys. This is spectacular and hilarious at the same time, because I don't know why Midjourney decided to put a chimpanzee and a human when I asked it to make a lion. But the first and the third image, as you can see, they're amazing, especially the first image. Look at the features of that lion. It matches the body so perfectly. I don't think it could have done any better than that. Also, let's not forget, we still have the stylize and the chaos parameters on the prompt that we had mentioned earlier. So that is probably one of the reasons why we have such vivid images of that chimpanzee and the human lion, I'd say. But the first image in particular is absolutely amazing. And with that, I have a feeling, guys, that so far, at least personally, I have been struggling with Midjourney in creating humanoid animals, I'd say. There will be times when I give it a prompt asking it to make me a lion man, and it would just do it in the first prompt itself. But there are times where there could be 10 prompts and I'd still not get the desired result that I was looking for. But I think with this, it allows me to experiment more and get to my desired result much more easily. With that being said, guys, this wraps up the tutorial for using the in-painting option on Midjourney. And now let's have a quick go through with the kind of images we were able to make from that first initial image to the last image of this lion. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us on this tutorial on how to use in-painting for Midjourney. We will definitely be coming out with more. So please let us know in the comments below if there's anything you want us to do. So stay tuned.